Today we're reacting to the worst album covers of all time. Now I'm sure we all seen some BS in our time. Let it be from back in the day, let it be from current day. But let's see what they talking about.
Album covers and song covers are extremely important in music. Honestly, I'd argue that they're top 5 things when it comes to putting out
They are
music.
important
Good
because that's going. Why would I click on something like this? This right here intrigues me. If I'm clicking on this, it seems like something I'm gonna get high to. I might listen to it. All these look pretty valid. These look kind of basic, but sometimes basic goes a long way.
cover can make you want to listen to an album. In fact, there's plenty of albums I've listened to strictly because I thought the cover looked cool. But then sometimes there's bad album covers. Covers you see
Time out,
that are
bro.
bad, lazy, boring, bland.
Time out. Time out.
There's bad album.
Bro, this look like a corn, like a adult film. This looks like an adult film. I guess it's kind of look like an adult film. Then he was just doing shit. He just got special effects and started doing shit.
Covers you see that are bad, lazy, boring, bland, and sometimes
Funky, funky as I wanna be, bro. Who is that? Lip flip, dog. These is
appalling.
crazy.
And I'll be honest here as well, I've completely ignored albums because of bad covers. So today I compiled a big list of album covers that I thought were terrible, and I wanted to go through them with you guys. Now I have a few tiers here. I have lazy, which is like, it's not that big of a deal, it's just not good. Then I have bad, which is where you actually probably tried, but it turned out bad. Then I have dark, weird, or disturbing, which is like, you know, why would you do this? And then I have so bad that it's comical and funny, and I'd imagine
I ain't gonna lie.
even serious
I'm
people hate
interested.
it,
Let's
but
get it.
Some people may have been.
Let's
Kicking
get to
off
this
our
tier
list
list.
here is Certified Love.
This it's kind of like what the fuck, like a certified lover boy. Got every descendant of every race of a chick pregnant. Nice.
Boy by Drake. I've always hated this cover, and apparently it was made by a famous artist, which makes me like it even less. Obviously, it's like kind of a joke, but at the same time, it's not like a funny joke. I don't find it cool at all. It's just kind of a really boring, lame cover. Next up, we have the Pop Smoke album cover that Virgil did. Virgil was a talented artist, but apparently he messed up really bad because everyone on the internet clowned this so much to the point where even 50 jumped in and said it needed to be changed, and eventually the album cover was actually changed. But yeah, it got to the point that people were doing speed runs of recreating the album cover, so I think that's how you know it wasn't that great.
Take 3. Let's if I can do it faster this time. 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes and 3 seconds, all from scratch.
Another one I wanted to
Dog. I wonder how much he paid for that album cover too. That's crazy.
was Nas Stillmatic, and honestly a few more from his discography. They're just like super lazy, no effort, and they don't really look that good.
Right, but he just stood in front of a green screen and stood on top of a chair or some shit.
Different time. It was cool on the first project. It was cool on Illmatic.
See,
but
that's
once
cold.
you started doing it 5 times, then it's not that cool. The next one I want to mention is Donda, which was just a black screen. This was especially disappointing because the original was so cool. It was beautiful, and
Yeah, that's cold. That black screen lazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know if this was ever official or not.
This
but
code.
He just made it a black screen. Like, what are we doing? And that's actually a common theme in album covers. Artists tend to get lazy, or maybe they think they're doing something cool. But the Beatles' self-titled album cover, Metallica's Black Album, it's like you could have at least tried a little bit. Speaking of not trying and just doing a random color, Weezer at least decided to put themselves on their self-titled album cover, but even that is still pretty lazy. But my personal favorite lazy album covers are from my boy Future. If you didn't know, DS2,
I thought that was album cover. I was about to say this one cold, but it's probably just a picture.
well, What a Time to Be Alive, and Pluto X Baby Pluto.
Them all cold. I don't care what he say. I don't care if he hating, but all these cold to me.
All stock images. They're just slightly edited. And I'm not gonna lie, DS2 and Pluto X Baby Pluto I think turned out alright. The other two, not so much. Regardless, the music carries heavily, so it's fine. I don't care that Future's face is in DS2, by the way. That doesn't change it being a lazy album cover. But now into the actually bad album covers. Weathered by Creed is, it really does feel like it came out in 2001. I mean, it did, but it just looks like, oh, someone got Photoshopped for the first time. And was like, oh, let me try making an album cover. That's what that looks like.
No, that's not a pacifier. No. What's what? You wanna go play?
Yes.
Then go play. Go ahead, sweetie. Let's go play. I guess this could have been creative. This is like Sam Witwicky and Adam Sandler. You know what I'm saying? Sam Witwicky from what's that shit called? From Transformers.
Sundial by No Name is just pretty gross. I tried to like look into some information about like what.
Who told her
inspired
this was
the cover,
okay?
and I couldn't really find it, so I'm just gonna guess that she just wanted it to look bad. It looks like someone. It looks like what you would picture someone looking like after they got ran over by a tiger. That's kind of what it looks like. Squished ass face. Next up, we have Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. And when I was making this video, I was like looking stuff up to see what
That looked like
people
a
were saying.
Disney cover or some shit.
And I noticed someone commented, "Vampires can't see their own reflection," which completely changed my opinion of this cover.
I forgot about that. I wasn't even thinking about the logic of vampires. He didn't even do his research on vampires. This nigga.
First, I was like, "Oh, it's not that bad," but now it's like, this just sucks. Next up, I have Aerosmith's self-titled. I don't know, I kind of like it. It's from 1973, so it's not the worst thing I've seen, but, you know, actually, I'm taking it off the list. That's actually not a bad album cover.
Music is one of
Hey,
the best
y'all, let
ways
me
to
get an
express
ad block
your
when I
feelings.
get
That's why
monetized.
today
Just
we're
stay
gonna
down
do
till we
something.
come up, bro. We almost there, man. Love the support.
1973. Next up, we have Angelic to the Core by Corey Feldman. As a music YouTuber, I've done extensive research into the worst everythings ever, and this album comes up in a lot of different categories. Apparently, it has some of the worst music ever, and I think the album cover kind of translates.
Hey, I
to
won't.
that.
I'm not wasting my time listening to this shit. I don't look like Michael Jackson a little bit, don't it? Hee hee. A fat Michael Jackson.
I mean, it's a guy being pulled out of like hell, maybe like a really bad Photoshop of hell by two girls dressed up in Spirit Holiday angel costumes. And the worst part about this cover is that it came out in 2016. If this was from
That
like,
came out in 2016.
2002,
That looked like it came out in the 90s or the 80s.
maybe that's fine. 2016 though is just pathetic. This one I can't tell if it's serious, but the frivolous.
They look like they about to shoot an adult, mature film. Yep.
5 sour cream and other delights. You know, it's growing on me. I might like this album cover. I might have to purchase this.
It's
record.
disturbing,
Next
bro.
up,
It's a bunch of what? Please what? And that album cover is disgusting. I mean, disturbing. Get from out of there.
we have Guns N' Roses' The Spaghetti Incident. I've never realized how unappealing spaghetti is to look at.
Oh no, girl, get up. What you crying for? No reason. Get up. Just fell
Until
one
I've
time.
seen this cover. I'm just gonna leave it at that. This next one's actually pretty interesting, but Dance of Death by Iron Maiden. This one looks horrible because it has all these CGI characters.
This was definitely made in the 90s, bro. You can't
The
convince
story
me
behind
otherwise.
it is, an artist made the original design without the characters. The manager said it was too empty, so they added the CGI characters. The manager was like, yeah, that's what we want. And then the artist was like, this looks like shit, please don't credit me. But if you actually look at the original, it's pretty cool looking. Also, we gotta throw in that one U2 album that they put on all of our
What the hell is this?
phones. Why are we hugging someone like this? I don't know what it means to this day. Just, it's not a good cover. Also, Joyner Lucas's ADHD. His
I like this album cover. I don't know if I like the. I don't know. I don't mind it. Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. That last one was wild. But
hands don't even connect to his arms. They're like coming out from inside of his shirt. And I don't know. It just looks like shit. This one might be my personal favorite bad one on the list, but
Grave Digger Mountain. What songs came off of this? What songs came off of this? I do not remember this.
Gravedigger Mountain by NBA
Compliments of Grave Digger Mountain.
Boy. It's just funny that he turned himself into a mountain and then put chains on himself. He probably thought this looks sick. It doesn't. It looks really goofy, but you know.
He thought this. He's like, this the one. This the one. Yep.
Who cares? And finally, for the bad section,
Oh my God. So look. So this right here, the album cover, terrible. The song selections, terrible. You know how many great unreleased Juice WRLD songs I have in my catalog that I could have put a better project together than what Grade A did? Come on, bro.
have Juice WRLD: The Party Never Ends. This album cover allegedly was drawn by Takashi Murakami. I don't even know if that's true. There was a lot of talk around this, but I thought this album cover was bad from the jump. I actually made a TikTok talking about it, and everyone in the comments was like, "It's actually not bad. It's actually cool." I think they were just trying to be contrarian, though.
No, I
because
don't like
really
it, bro.
think this cover looked
They
horrible.
could have used the one when he had that go kart and he on that red car. If you know, you know. If you don't,
Know in the comments if I'm
not the
tripping.
go
Here's
kart. He had the guitar. And he was on a red
Start to
car.
get into like the weirder, more darker, disturbing covers. I don't have too many on here, but I got a couple. First, I have Mayhem, Dawn of the Black Hearts. I can't even show this. The story behind it loosely is the singer dead. He took his own life with a shotgun, and one of the guys found his body and was like, "Yo, this would be a dope album cover." He took a picture of it, and yeah, that's how this
What?
album cover was born. There's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in metal, so I'm not going to touch on too many of them, but this is probably the craziest one, so I had to include it in this video. Limp Bizkit's The
Hold on. They got aliens in a bed full of. Come on, bro.
Starfish and the hot dog flavored water. I didn't want to show it on screen.
Nah,
too
that's
long
disgusting.
because it's just gross. And the title, come on, man. What are we, 13-year-old boys? What are we doing? Okay, I'm not sure why I put this one in the disturbing section.
Why is people using hot dogs? What's they rapping or singing about hot dogs for? CSN singing about hot dogs, living it up.
That might have been a joke. But Crosby, Stills, and Nash live it up, and they're roasting hot dogs on the moon looking at Earth. This is cool. I just wanted to talk about this. I don't know why I put it in this section, but this is a cool-ass cover. Also, for the disturbing and dark and gross ones, No Love, Deep Web by Death Grips. There's no chance I can show this, but basically it's just one of the guy's penises, erect penis.
The label let him do that? Stop. The label let him do that?
By the way, I think he was like trying to protest his label or something. I can't remember why he did
That's what
this,
I'm saying.
but
The label
it's
let
just
him
like,
do that?
There's other ways
That's
to
crazy
protest.
to
You
me,
don't
bro.
have to put your dick on the internet, but I guess. Speaking of gross, though, we have the Beatles Yesterday and Today. Now, I've heard a couple reasons what this was supposed to be about. Some were saying that it was protest against, like, the war in Vietnam. Others were saying that it was about how Capitol Records butchered their songs and mutilated their albums. I'm not sure exactly
Oh,
what
what the hell? I do not remember that. I'll text her back in a second.
was, but basically it resulted in this cover actually being pulled by the label and replaced with this one. Now in this next spot, I got a 2-for-1. You guys are gonna love this. Kevo Money or Muni, I don't know. Baby Goat. Come on now, this is fire. And then on a similar note, we got Rilo Rodriguez, Goat in Human Form. When you try to turn yourself
They ain't
into
gonna
an
lie.
animal, or even worse,
They ain't
show an
gonna lie.
animal giving birth to you.
I ain't gonna lie. What the
You guys are
hell
gonna
was
love
that?
this. Kevo Money or Muni. I don't
This
know.
is
Baby-
crazy. This right here is disturbing right here.
Come on now, this is fire. And then on a
No, it's not. I never seen this. I like this one. This one I be seeing. This must have been the first one. Nigga made himself a minotaur.
No, we got Rilo Rodriguez, Goat in Human Form. When you try to turn yourself into an animal, or even worse, show an animal giving birth to you, it's probably going to turn out not that good. But these guys both tried to do it, and yeah, I guess it's kind of funny. And I just had to show you guys this one that I found when looking up things for this video. A band called Ministry made an album called The Dark Side of the Spoon, and this was the cover. This might be like the looks maxing anthem. I'm not sure, but pretty funny. And now we're into like the funny, not that serious category where I'd imagine if you made these covers, you weren't like intentionally trying to make a cool cover. You knew it was funny, but honestly, with a lot of these, I couldn't quite tell you. First, we have Boned Up at the Crack. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Boned up at the crack. What are we going through people's mind?
Lil Flip, the Leprechaun. Now,
Nah, this hilarious, bro. What the hell?
when I could see him maybe being serious. I don't know. I still am not sure. But these old mixtape type like album covers, they're so iconic. And a lot of the rest of this list is going to have something like this. Like Trick Daddy's www.thug.com.
That's ass.
It's arguably tough.
Tough. I mean, I guess is what the internet looked like back then. Trey Six, Society, Jaban, Buddy Roll, The Lost Tribe, Jason. I guess them the features on there. Music, sex, drugs, money, and death. Right.
He's got different tabs open. He's got music, sex, drugs,
Okay.
money, and death. You can click on all these. I don't know what happens. And it's from 1998, so it's like...
That's kinda
honestly,
creative, though.
1998, this isn't too bad. This next one's from Capadonna, Black Tarzan.
Black Tarzan. Okay, bro. Yeah. I could have made this for you, Unc.
You're probably thinking to yourself, wow, a lot of these mixtape covers are from like the early 2000s, late 90s. So far, yes, most of them have been. But this album cover is from 2021.
Get the
What
fuck
are
out of here, bro.
we doing? We've learned how to use Photoshop at this
Who
point.
sold
We
him
decided
out?
to put
Who
this
sold
out.
him this, bro?
2021. What are you doing? Oh, this is where Crosby, Stills, and Nash was meant to be. I don't know why I had it earlier in the list, but yeah, this is a better spot for it. Next up, we have multiple album covers from Swamp Dogg.
Oh, freaky old nigga.
As If I Ever Kiss It, He Can Kiss It Goodbye, with a bunch of tongues and mouths on the cover, poorly cropped out. It's kind of disturbing. This one, not disturbing, just fun.
Bro, what the hell? Rat on Swamp Dogg. He on here twice? I ain't never heard a song about Swamp
Called
Dogg.
Rat On. This is fire. I mean, he looks like he's having the time of his life. Shout out to Swamp Dogg. Lil B has multiple. I mean, honestly, just
the Hunchback of Bass God.
scroll through his
The Lil B
discography.
Book of Flame.
I think the Frozen one is one of my favorites.
Frozen a
but
mix. This nigga just AI himself on
he
these.
has a
bro.
lot of unserious, funny album covers. But finally,
Go
we
on,
have
Tony,
to
bro.
address the king, the goat, the god of doing the goofy album covers, and that would be none other than Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane has classics like Trap Story.
Hey man, hey. No comment on Gucci, man, but it ain't looking too good right now for him. Lee telling on Pooh Icy. I mean, so each his own. I tell too. Nigga rob me, come take my bus. I tell. I ain't gonna lie.
Most of us probably have seen, but he also has some more low-key ones, like The Gooch. Not really a fan of that title, but I love the cover.
The
No
Gooch.
Pad, No Pencil. El Gato, the Human Glacier. Why is there a cat when...
What the hell is this? This is a terribly Photoshop
You
photo.
a human glacier? I don't think we'll ever know the answer to that question, but it's very creative. Breakfast, which is making me hungry. This is a great cover. Gucci
That ain't that
Bonkers,
bad.
which might be
Bonkers. Gucci gone
my
bonkers.
favorite if it weren't for Gucci Kruger. Undoubtedly,
Bro, what the fuck? Gucci tweaking,
which
bro.
might be my favorite if it weren't for Gucci
Yeah, alright, bro.
Kruger. Undoubtedly, Gucci Mane has the best worst album covers of all time. Let me know what you guys think the worst album.
Honestly, though. Honestly, bro. It's a lot of bullshit in here. I ain't even gonna sit here and front you. All these were well deserved to be in this little tier list. They all deserve to be here. There's not one that had me say, maybe that's kind of good. No. They got somebody taking a picture of his dead man and put it on the album cover. They got naked old lady in whipped cream or wherever they was in being freaky, like 5 of them. Like, come on, bro. Nigga posting the erection. Come on, bro. It's just, I didn't know you can do all this in music. That's a different way to form art. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes,